So in sage stick, I like this one because it's dipped in sage, and I didn't feel like bringing out the big quick. Ooh, now my car's about to catch fucking foot. Y'all seen that? Oh, y'all didn't see it, but it's down here. My shit almost was about to catch fire. I'm just clearing my energy, clearing you guys' energy so that I may read efficiently and effectively, right? And get this message to who it pertains, because before I even started, because I like to pick cards before I start. Let me just start by saying happy Monday, right? On my little whiteboard I put moving Monday, right? Today's the day I'm supposed to be moving around. Why the hell I didn't wake up till like 2 or 3 o'clock? What time is it? So I woke up 40 something minutes ago. And I felt like I got a good sleep, but we was up so late. We was up again 4 or 5 in the morning. So, I'm not sure if I'm the only one that have been like every other day or something, but it feels like I feel rested now. It's the afternoon, and I'm sure because I woke up at 3, I'll be up again till 4 in the morning. But yeah, so somebody here has a false sense, a false perception of their reality or stability or security, right? So you may have this that's giving me that is a false sense of security when it comes to your living arrangements or your financial situation. This is the dragonfly is trying to tell you to remain lighthearted in this situation. Do not keep yourself attached to whatever you find out, because you will be finding something out pertaining to your security or stability, and it might shake shit up for you. It might shake shit up, and you're just being asked to do not start getting in your head. You're being asked to move accordingly, right? You will be led in which direction you need to take when it comes to your security or your stability, whether in a relationship, your home life, a job. But is this like pertaining to a job or love? Like what? Because it's a stability, security. So that's giving me home. Like somebody has this false sense of like, oh, they good. And they good where they living at. But that may not be the case. I'm not sure if you've been paying rent or if it's something like deeper than that. Yeah, this is something that this is just maybe a heads up, because it's giving premonition energy. Like, so somebody who has this unstable living environment may be heartbroken because you may be asked to leave. You may be getting evicted. You may be kicked out. That's what it's giving, because when heartbreak and then you have it's saying like unstable stability and security, that's giving, and then deeply hurt, sad, separation. That means you're leaving. That means you're being guided in another direction. So I'm not sure if you've been paying your rent, or even if you paid your rent and they just don't want to renew your lease or this, but you'll be led like to the place you actually need to be. So you don't gotta dwell, but you will be, sad about this, because you assume that this was like real security, real stability for you in this living situation, but it technically wasn't. It was just a resting place, like a in between, right? A stop, a pit stop. That's what I'm getting, pit stop. Yeah. So I'm getting you will be. This is giving premonition. I just said you will be asked to leave as far as eviction or something, and it's all based on his deception, his betrayal, shocking attack. So it's like things were going on behind the scenes. People were having conversations. People were having conversations. Mainly people that don't like you was probably reporting you or something. So you paid your rent, you did what you needed to do, but yeah, you will feel betrayed from this situation. But I'm just letting you, I'm here to let you know that this is gonna happen for whoever it applies to, even if you was paying your rent. But this was just a pit stop. It wasn't for you to be forever or long term, right? And you'll be avoided, like people gonna try to call you and do all of this shit. No, you're being asked to keep those boundaries in place. Keep those boundaries in place because they had a hand in this situation. They had a hand in this betrayal and you being relieved from where you stay or a job. Maybe they may be calling your job and trying to report you or report you with your kids. But this is giving home situation to me. That's what I keep picking up on. And you see how one of my cars almost caught a flame when I lit that Palo Santo. Like, so whoever comes back and sees this, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, you got that stabbed in the back. And you got that not today. This is after the heartbroken. So you're going to have a realization that this wasn't divine, right? Everything is led, right? God will use something that is meant to destroy you for your betterment. But in this situation, you already know that though. But in this situation, you're going to have a revelation that who actually was behind this, right? Trying to be sneaky and shit. You're going to have a revelation. But you're being led to calmer waters. You're being led somewhere you will actually prosper, right? Because I'm hearing this place that you are living or were living is it was only a pit stop. It was only for a season, and you outstayed your welcome. You were supposed to get going a minute ago, right? But everything works the way it's supposed to. So you'll have the money to start anew. You'll have the resources you need. You'll have what you need to make an even better living situation for yourself or find a better opportunity. But this, yeah, it wouldn't have worked out. Shades of codependent fear of abandonment issues. Yeah, you're being forced to let go of you. I know you may have moved a lot, right? But you're tired of this. You're tired of like not being able to get comfortable anywhere. But it's okay because it's all working out for your good, right? I didn't see that yet. I didn't see good shit yet, but I'm saying somebody is just giving somebody's being uprooted. I didn't see peace be still, Yeah, okay, so when I said it's working out for your good, next, at the end of these cards, you got that love, right? Unconditional love, self-love, oneness. So yeah, you'll be much happier. You'll be more content with the direction you're being pushed towards. You'll be more content. I'm hearing you're bigger than this living situation that you was in. You're bigger than that. And you chasing your freedom. Anything that's like, whether it's apartment you stay in, your apartment also can bring your vibration down too. You want to be in an environment where you will thrive. You want to be where you could thrive and think freely and don't have to worry about looking over your shoulder and stuff, which is hard to find in America. But God, as long as you got God with you, like, or God is leading you somewhere, then you'll be good. And you are somebody who have the power to create, turn nothing into something. So that's why you're getting something better. Like, it wasn't meant for you to stay in a shithole your whole life. And you was doing the right thing. I'm hearing you was paying bills. You was sowing your seeds like into yourself, but due to this betrayal, this is why. Because guess what? When greater comes for you, you don't need to be in this environment because you don't see what God sees. We all know how it goes. Once you get a little bread and people can sense and they see you don't got nobody around you, they start plotting and trying to become a leech. So that's why you're being uprooted from this environment, like, for actual security. This is a false sense of security. You're being guided towards a real sense of security where it don't fluctuate. It stays consistent. You paid your bills, you remain there, right? And I'm hearing you've been through a lot where you live in right now. So this is something that you may get that little broom off my back. Hey, he come and sweep me away. That's what you're doing. Keys on the rain. Yeah, you're moving. You're definitely moving out this fucking... You like good riddance. Like, you getting them new keys. Hello. Yeah, I knew what I was picking up on. A crib. Like, you're being uprooted from this raggedy piece of shit place to something way better that would give you more options. It's a decision. You ain't no decision. Ain't no decision. Because you already made up your mind long ago, like, you didn't want to be here. You know? You didn't want to stay where you was. So, this betrayal only push you closer, like, okay, shit. The option is gone now, so now I could go for what I really want, you know? And start anew there, so. And you know, the palm tree came out. This may be Florida. This may be Cali. Every time that palm tree come out, I think about Florida or Cali. That's it. Because I've never seen palm trees like in any other state. But yeah, congrats on, because you'll be moving. But it's not the way you thought you was going to move, right? This will be something sudden, something unexpected due to this betrayal. But you'll be content with it, like, fuck it. Like, you don't pack light, you don't really got to bring too much. But your important documents, right? Like, good fucking riddance. Now I don't got no excuses why I shouldn't take that leap of faith, you know? But you went from this betrayal, getting kicked out energy, or being uprooted, to keys on the ring automatically. So it won't be no stale energy in between where you have to wait and find an apartment. And so I know you already got something picked out. I'm here. You may have went somewhere and already looked at places, maybe just for your bucket list, or just to make yourself really envision like this move. So you manifested this actually, but you didn't manifest it like that. That's why they say be careful what you ask for, because you might receive. And if you ask me tomorrow, I'll say the same thing. And I am ready for love. You're ready for this unconditional love. You're ready to move towards your wish fulfillment anyway. So whatever motherfuckers was doing behind the scenes, you know, if you're thinking high vibrationally, you're gonna see it is happening for your higher good. Now, I'm not sure what you've been around, who you've been around, what you've been eating or drinking, but some people may see this as, why is things always happening to me? Like, why? Some people may see it like that. But this person I'm getting, this is something you already manifested, so you're gonna be aware, like, damn, so soon? Let me go get a bag. I already had packed. Like, let me go get a bag. This is something that's destined. You got that soulmate card, like, yeah. You may be moving in with somebody. It says connection, partnership, agreement. Oh, so as pertaining to this new home that you're moving to, it says that, so yeah, you may already have to sign some documents showing that, like, okay, I accept, this is my new place of living. Here's your money. There you go. And you may be more inspired, more creative. It says welcome and love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. So this may be a perfect opportunity. Yeah, you're not against new beginnings. But I still keep getting the flip side of thing. Like, it's going to be somebody that's forced to move, right? But they was already prepared for it. Oh, hold on, my alarm went off. And I woke up, what, 40-something minutes ago, 50-something minutes ago? Yeah, but I'm hearing somebody, you're going to be moving and already planned this shit, right? Somebody else is going to be moving because they're getting kicked out of somewhere. So this person, the person who may have been wishing, like, oh, you get kicked out your residence, didn't know that you was actually already planning on moving. Whole time, they're going to be heartbroken and feeling betrayed. But you the one that put this energy out here. Like, whole time, you will be here in a new situation, a better one that actually will catapult you into your evolution, catapult you into these opportunities you've been waiting for, put you in the places where you need to meet people to advance yourself, right? Yeah, karma. Look, some people be acting like you gotta wait till you die and then come back again. No, some people, that should be instant in most cases. And it don't, like, yeah, okay, it's different aspects of it, because you could come through a next bloodline, your children, your grandchildren. That sounds too cute for people. When you tell them, when they realize shit could be instant, like, oh, I'd mix something and did some blood work, or did a freezer spell or some dumb shit like that, for somebody to lose their place, knowing they may have children, knowing they may not be working right now, and that shit return back instantly, how they gonna try to point the finger at you when they the ones that sent that energy back. It's just not touching you because you know how to transmute it. You already look for places. You got your bag packed already. Like, you got your bag packed already. Yeah, it's giving you maybe moving with somebody. It may be a couple situation where you and somebody decide, well, not decide based on circumstances. You both in a place like, shit, we might as well take this leap of faith. Or you may be meeting that person like a perfect situation when you get there. And it doesn't have to be intimate. It could just be somebody. So we have multiple soulmates. So some soulmates is there to be our bestest friends for life. Some is like, it was that soulmate to me is like somebody you meet when for a sole purpose, right? Whether it's love, career, opportunity, like, you know, when people get signed and stuff, they ran into some, like Cardi B, let's use her as an example because I can't think of nobody else right now. She's dancing in the club. She may have thought like, let me stack up, and when I get enough bread, then I could do this and do that. But then she didn't realize, she didn't think, oh, I'm gonna meet, you know, eventually she like, yeah, be ballers up in here. But eventually she met the person that, it was a soulmate. Whether they wound up remaining cool throughout the time or not, that was an actual soulmate. Somebody she was supposed to meet to put her where she needed to be, right? So we have different type of soulmates. But yeah, you ain't no sweat off your back. You like, shit, I got a dip. Okay, say less. You could keep the furniture. Just let me go get my bag that's packed. Like, I already got my documents in there. Fuck you talking about. And we was talking all week about get ready. Stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. They kept saying get ready because maybe somebody's been lacking or procrastinating on packing that bag just in case, you know, you get that call like, you got a dip. Okay, say less. Thank you. Or maybe something where like a natural disaster type shit where you have no choice. That's what I'm saying. This is something like it's already predestined. Like, it may not be somebody else here because you got that stabbed in the back. Somebody else here on the flip side though, yeah, you the deception. Somebody probably reported your ass. Like, they doing crack over there. So, excuse me, something. I'm gonna pick 4 more because we got a full thing right here. Like, don't play. We got us a full one. Yeah, like, you're definitely being uprooted for your good, though. See, I only talk to people on similar. I don't really be picking up karmic energy unless they for people that can't think fucking straight, unless they start coming in my force field and trying to like, because they energy be strong. So I be picking up on kindred people, right? Talking, interested, conversation, awaited message arrived. Also, you may have, for the person that's on the flip side of things, like the good part of things, you may be received. You may already, like I said, have applied somewhere or signed some type of agreement. You were just waiting on maybe some money to come through, or maybe for them to do their last like inspections. But you're getting communication on like, okay, the apartment's ready. They probably were still renovating it. So yeah, I think that'll be the thing. Like, okay, we're finished renovation. You can start moving your stuff in because you know how they give you a date. Like, oh, you can move in by this day, and it usually be a day or two before, so that you could get your stuff in there and make your arrangements before you start paying rent. Because they know I'm paying rent and I ain't even move on my shit in. Like, give me a head start. So apartment complexes or whatever. It may be apartment complex. It may be a house. Who knows? They like to give you a heads up sometime. Like, they give you that little 2 days before you start paying rent. So you could get back to working or whatever the fuck you're doing. Yeah, you said fuck that. It wasn't enough for you. You just wasn't your higher self in this previous living situation. You know, it was a false sense of security. False sense of security is just temporary any fucking way. It always emulates the real thing, but you know you don't feel like yourself. You don't feel as confident as you know you should or could be, right? You feel like you always gotta anticipate fucking drama or anticipate something going wrong. You manifested your way up out of that energy. Like, you said enough is a fuck enough. Or maybe you was living with somebody, so them kicking you out You're like, fuck it, I was tired of being here anyways. Because remember, we picking up on two different situations, a yin and yang energy. I'm picking up on the person who willingly wants to move and somebody who is being backstabbed and betrayed, like reported. You're like, fuck that shit. But it's only happening for your higher. You have a place to move. And you may be moving in with somebody. You may be moving in with somebody. But trust, this is where you need to be. Not this is where you need to be. Frustrating relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. Like, yeah, you was dealing with too much. And it's fine, like, until the fuck it up. The way shit going now, like, I wish, you know, it's nice to have a next adult pay some fucking bills, right? Because it'd be a lot on one person. I don't care if you male or woman. It gives you that relief. Now you can actually, because when you by yourself, oh yeah, you have to get shit done. You can't have a off day. Ooh, when you in connection, you could fall back sometime and be a human being. We shouldn't have to think every day about paying bills and, you know, can I eat this? Can I afford that? Now you may have, hold on, y'all, my car's still. Not all my car is falling under the table. Now you may have an opportunity to actually fall back and you don't got to worry about bread 24/7. You know, out here you're cutting shit off that doesn't serve you. You're tired of being in this chaser ass energy. It came out right below the chaser. You don't got to chase shit. Now you'll be able to attract what you actually need, what's actually for you. Yeah, you're getting rid. Ain't no fucking competition like the real competition, because the real competition is us, you know. Ain't no competition. You tired of looking over your shoulder. You're tired of looking over your shoulder. You don't want to hear that shit. It came right up. Fuck a memory. Like, we chasing abundance. Fuck a memory. Mind you, these shit's just coming out like water. Fuck a memory. We chasing fucking abundance. Like, yeah, you tired of probably being in separation. This is giving me that you may be moving in with somebody. You just tired of being separated. Like, you're tired of looking over your shoulder. You're tired of this addictive energy. You feel like where you are may be a fucking addiction. Something that you know, just had to purge from your system because you know it's not good. If it's called addiction, if it was, it wouldn't be called an addiction if you're not addicted to it, right? Addiction is a bad thing. We all know this. I'm addicted to fucking sweets. I keep getting cavities. Well, you need to stop eating sweets. You have to purge it out your system. And it's easier said than done. Just like a crackhead addicted to crack. Niggas that's addicted to junk food is addicted to junk. It be the same type of effects. You see the same type of things. Like, you lose shit from addictions. Connections are different. I had to walk away. I need my charger. Connection. Hi, Buggin. You finish your popcorn? Okay. Yeah, addictions, like, you wind up losing shit when you have addictions. Nobody likes an addiction, but you have an addiction that making money, you wind up losing money. That's how shit goes. Like, let me get my own charger. Hold on. Mind your business and stay on my room. Mind your business and stay on my fucking room. No, I'm playing. I just came to get my charger. My baby, he loves popcorn. I made him some. I don't want to get no copyright, so keep that volume down. Let me show y'all the spread that we did. Like, come on. This is your spread. Oh yeah, like, you're tired of being in that addictive energy. You are ready for what's for you, and whether this person have ill intentions on reporting you or kicking you out, knowing you have the bare minimum. Yes. What? This your lemonade? You wasn't drinking your lemonade? It's actually rosemary with lime. Yeah, that's your rosemary lemonade. It's good.
Good.
Okay. He being good today because he slept later, so. You got your popcorn? Popping popcorn? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, any addiction is bad. You was just probably whoever you was living with or that betrayed you or is about to betray you. You're realizing they do not serve your highest good. You're realizing it was destined for them to sabotage you. Once you start giving people what they want, or start realizing where you're supposed to be or what you're supposed to be doing, and they're against that, it's been time for you to go. You meet people for seasons and reasons, and I don't want to hear none of that shit, because some people you are meant just to have fucking kids with. I'm keeping it above. Some people ain't, oh, the person you have kids with you supposed to marry. No, that's not how shit go. You submit. We heal bloodlines, right? So this person may be very fucking fertile, and God knows they're not gonna do shit to save their bloodline or set their bloodline up for success, right? Nothing but failure, poverty, sickness, mental health runs in their bloodline. So maybe he sent you across this person path, because when people see, this is the constructs we have in society, most of them, okay, we can't say the world is bad, right? And then, well, still be abiding by what the world taught us, especially when it comes to marriage. Like, oh, you're supposed to marry who you have children with. No, you're not. Not always. Not always. Sometimes you're sent that person's direction to save their bloodline and move the fuck on to where you actually belong. You follow God's guidance, not what man tells you. It's illegal for polygamy here, but that makes people feel more pressure to marry who the fuck they not supposed to be with. You know? You can have a child with somebody and move the fuck along. I don't want to hear that. Oh, out of wedlock. I don't serve pagan gods, right? I don't serve shit that's not in my bloodline. That's not in my DNA. I don't. They tell you this way. It's all about paper money. I could burn $1 right now. That shit have no value. It's done. It's burnt. Now what? We started, remember, at the barter system. Bartering is, you got some rosemary that grows on your land. My hair falling out, and I have wood on my land. I have abundance of trees. Barter system. Okay, well, I'll give you some wood since your tree's not growing as healthy right now for your rosemary. So my hair could grow, so I could hear the messages from God. Yes. I want water. No, you have this rosemary. See, I tried to trick. Let me not, because he's very smart. So I'm not even going to play him like he's up. But this is your rosemary lemonade. I bought some rosemary. But he drank that much. I put sugar in it, though. Brown sugar. So I been boiled the rosemary. I had a little bit of clove in it to cleanse it, because we don't got no. I'm tired of buying juice. I'm tired of buying soda. Like, he's a child, and I be damn. I force him to brush his teeth. Now he likes to brush his teeth his own, so he'll walk around playing with his toothbrush, like. And I bought him the electric blue one, so it's more fun for him. But he like, I had to force him, and then now he likes to do it on his own now. Too much, right? Mommy brush teeth. But yeah, something. I be damned if he be one of them kids with teeth falling on the floor. Like, you know how many children? That's straight on the parents. It don't matter if he want candy or not. You're gonna do it. It may sound harsh, it may sound strict. No, but I'm being an actual parent. It's a difference. We not gonna do none of that. Your child be obese, or your child be fucking look like they starving, or your child be. People say children are off limits. No, the fuck they not. You see something wrong, do something about it. Go feed them. Fucking reporting them. Go feed them. You see a child hungry. Oh, they be quick to talk about it, but quick to not do shit about it. Go feed them. Go bring them a plate. There's a reason why they not eating, right? Fuck finding out. Yeah, I mean, I noticed, they always asking to go to the store. I made y'all some food. And yeah, you can't accept shit from everybody, but do something. People, they quick to point out the problem, but not fix the issue. Life is so simple, we make it so hard. And I'm hearing this person that we was speaking of, they were just trying to make living so hard for you. Like, every time you reached a certain point, a threshold, it seemed like you got pushed 10 steps back for no reason, Yeah, you learned to love yourself. You learned, like, okay, I really don't necessarily need this person. You probably was staying around for the crib, but it was a false sense of security. This person actually had authority over you. This person felt like they could decide what you do and how you do it and how you move, right? This is somebody from the past, so you have history with this person. But yeah, this betrayal. Okay, so what if they kick you out? So what? you'll be, you know where you need to be. You procrastinate, and that's the issue. Whoever this is, yeah. You had to get healthy. You know you can't bring that toxic shit into your new, right? You know that. But this is definitely giving a crib. Look, I said it's definitely giving a crib situation. Let me stop peeling these cards because I already know the situation I picked up on. Like, and I'm like, massacre. Is this about me? Because no, I cleanse the energy. It's not about me. Because I'm secure, right? And even me, like when I decide to move, I'm moving. Like, so we have two flip sides. Somebody being betrayed from their full sense of security and somebody actually who was planning on moving, but just you probably kept it on the low, didn't tell nobody. Like I said, you probably already signed the agreement. Yeah. We don't do them fucking leeches. Ain't nobody. We too grown for people to dictate what we do and how we. Okay, let me stop lighting this shit because the sage keep fooling off trying to catch me on fire. That's how you know you telling the truth now. Richard's tables be on fire. Like, yeah, you see God? That's confirmation. Like, stop putting it that bitch. He done burnt all them cards up. That means don't do it, right? We get signs. We get signs on what I'm telling you. Mine was about to burn up. I'm saying bitches be sitting in flames. Like, yeah, this is meant. You not, and that's giving me somebody over here fighting for no matter what. They see they balding or they see they fucking I don't know, like I just get balding or they see they gaining weight and sluggish and shit. Is everything showing them why they shouldn't be somewhere or why they shouldn't be around people and they fighting through it because this person is persistent. This person doesn't easily give up, you know. You sitting there every day you lose a strand of fucking hair that never come back. And you think that's what this person hard-headed, this person stubborn. So, you know, when you I'm stubborn too. You know, when it comes to certain things, I was stubborn. That is like a little toxic trait. But stubborn meaning like, oh, if I know my car, y'all see me hanging onto my car. That shit, I know. One week is the tire. God, like, you will get something better. And I'm like, but I want this one. I need to do Uber and Instacart. Like, I need quick bread. Like, next thing you know, I'm tired. Like, damn, I can't even wake up. I've been working my ass off. I can't go as long as I want to because I got my baby. So you're like, say less. Give me that daycare voucher. Now you got to bring your baby with you. Let's see if you could do it. I'm like, hi, you guys. Not P. Diddy official YouTube. I'm gonna tell you something now. Do not get on here saying nothing stupid. Please don't be that person. Right? Don't be that person. And yes, I'm judging because your name. Don't get on here. Don't be that person. Like, see, today I wasn't even responding. I seen people coming in and out. But yeah, let's finish picking. What else do they need to know? Because we already said what was needed. Like, yeah, you will be moving regardless. It's somebody that was being forced to move, and that's somebody who was just like, fuck this shit. You was waiting on a call. Like, hola, hola, hola. Like, hola. And I woke up at 3 o'clock. Like, I feel well rested. I'm civilized. Okay. Yeah. You waiting on that pull up? Not pull up. Not pull up. I hate when this card come out. Even though it means a good thing, right? But it's just like who did these pictures on this card? Like, and this is like Hispanic / French deck, like Le Papé. In Francais. And then in Spanish is El Sumo Sacerdote. Sacerdote. So I like the deck because it's, and you know, I'm trying to speak more Spanish and more French, so, and I do understand, so both. Actually, more. I used to be like a little of both, but now I'm like intermediate. Well, you could call it what you want, a reading, like, but I just read energy, like, it's usually just shit that come to mind about shit that don't apply to me, you know. I picked up on somebody moving or having to move. Hold on, y'all, because my phone was on the charger and I'm trying to put it on the stand. Don't drop my cup, please. Yeah, but I'm not sure if this was your energy. You came in late, P Diddy official. You, you're funny. Without even having to say shit. But yeah, somebody basically being forced to move or willingly waiting on this move to happen. How did you learn how to interpret or understand these things? Um, well, goes back into what I was saying as far as we're led where we need to be, right? So I've always had these gifts from the time I was born. I've always been a dreamer. I've always seen things in advance, right? Prematurely. You call it psychic. I call it premonition. Just seeing things before they actually happen. So I was born with these gifts. Hence to why I'm not around. I don't have family or friends because, mind you, imagine an adult being around a child that's giving them advice on you need to leave that nigga. It's not good for you. And you like 2, 3 years old, right? That's gonna scare the shit out them. But you giving them specifics, and then you find out through specifics. You gonna scare the fuck out them adults, right? Who have already been in the world. Or you have these traits about you that are, the air just got still, like it got real quiet. And it's not just him turning off the TV, but so I was just led, these is natural gifts I have. But when it comes to cars, like I was explaining yesterday, the only psychic I was exposed to was Cleo. We know she was on there scamming. So that's the only time. And in movies, like when I seen the cars. So I always thought, I grew up in a Christian household. I was, in multiple homes. Just a bit of my backstory. I've practiced Islam. I've practiced, I was a Jehovah Witness. I was a Christian, right? God given names. I also like that. But I've got my knowledge through research. I still have a lot more knowledge to seek and absorb. Yeah, vice versa. We all do, right? As long as you live, nobody's to that point like, yes, I am an ascendant master. So anybody pretending to be it. But one thing I could say I learned that will never change. Life is simple. We just make it hard, right? Because we have free will. But yeah, the actual, because I just wrote, women tell stories like, and men be like, get straight to the fucking point, right? So you may be a masculine, or a woman, who knows? But it's given masculine. The cards I actually started when I was going through like some toxic shit years ago before I even became a mom. I came across tarot and it was like Capricorn. It was around my birthday and it popped up. You know how they started sending ads your way, and that was my first time ever seeing tarot on YouTube or people reading it. Besides like in movies and shit. They always describe people like myself as witches, and I don't fear shit, right? Fear mongering. People try to steer me away from it. Surprisingly, once I watched it, I'm like, this shit resonate. And I actually got out my situation like that by being guided. So they actually work. So it's not the cards itself, right? The cards have their meaning, but the cards are a depiction. It's just for the audience, right? Let me tell you, it's a business. Huh?
What did you tell us?
Yeah, but I'm trying to explain something. Hold on. And I'm cutting your nails. So the cards are just a depiction for the audience. Without the cards, I had put the cards down. I already got into the flow of one, you got to acquire these storytelling skills. It's not just your psychic abilities, right? To pick up on energy. That come natural to me. Learning to differentiate from me and who somebody else's energy was something I had to learn, right? Like, okay, who are you? I have to learn myself first. So I've learned that part, and I'm still learning about different parts of me. New shit come up every day. The cards itself is just for the audience. This shit ain't for me. And it is for me in a way because the cards is a depiction. The cards have its meaning. The Two of Cups means something. The Ten of Pentacles, the Tower means something, right? That means shit is being uprooted. So I just learned by some of these shits come with what the cards meaning is. But if I'm telling a story about somebody getting evicted and the Tower come out, that's confirmation that a Tower moment is happening. But with towers come new beginnings. So it's just common sense. Huh? Okay. He's showing me her.
What?
See you later, man. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. I learned something.
What?
Yeah, it's like it's not actually like you're pulling on like, ooh, you don't see not shit. People be like, you gotta educate yourself. The cards have meanings, right? If I'm already picking up on that energy, it's easy to learn, and you could do it if you want to. If you already have natural gifts about knowing people, some people know people names. I don't mention nobody names. You know, some people be like R's and A's and B's. You know. And they be like, and I be watching some, because I watch tarot, and people be like, how the fuck did you know you reading me to T? That's how it happened to me. It ain't them tapping into nothing but their own intuition. Because if I'm talking to you now, I may say something that resonates with you. And that may resonate for 100 other people. You know, it's just shit that you pick up on. But you can learn too, like, and good luck. Because the cards be having meanings, and sometimes if it come out, you don't got to say the exact meaning of that card, but it's just confirmation on how you should continue to tell your story. You know? Peace, mercy, and blessings of God be upon you. Good evening. Oh, peace, mercy, and blessings, and God be upon you as well. I'm just now waking up at 3 o'clock. But yeah, I just want, let me do a next one, because we got a whole different audience in here. I always found this tarot skeptical, however I could be wrong, and always willing to learn. Yeah, that's what I was taught too, like growing up, you know, in Christianity, and especially like Islam, and being a Jehovah Witness, you can't even get a fucking gift. So what makes you think they're gonna want you to read a tarot card that resonate with their ass? You know, it's not the cards, it's you. So it's you just. Things don't have meaning unless we give it meaning, you know. I was skeptical too, and people would try. When I first watched the tarot, I was around my birth mother and I was around my ex, most toxic people in the world. The most toxic people tell me, "Oh, that's demonic." Guess what I do? Oh, I don't trust y'all niggas anyways. Let me do the opposite of what you say, and that just opened up. That led me closer to where I needed to be, you know. I've always been a motivational person. I've always been able, you know, we could tell people about what they need to do better than we could. Sometimes it's hard for us to take our own advice, but we could give the people the best. Like, yo, you really helped me. Now help yourself, you know. So that was my thing. I needed to help. Yeah, I was helping people, but I needed to help myself. Yeah, I need to help myself. So that fear is illusion. Once you do something that you're fearful of and you actually do it, you be like, this shit wasn't scary. It was just me in my head. And also outside opinions play a part. You know, when I was in school, we was talking about, I learned like little shit. Like, I don't apply it though, because I still be getting off topic. Like, it'll teach you how to go about conversations and get your point across when you're in debates. But I'm not here to fucking run for politics. Like, you know. Exactly. It's all about relatable. You like, I can relate. Yeah. All this is most people can relate to what people go through. You get what I'm saying? So if I had been betrayed and I'm picking up on that energy, like coming to my mind from my own experiences, and I decide to share like a story. It's storytelling, and you say it, it's gonna be 1,000 people that can relate. You know. That's been like that, who have the same character traits as yourself. I'm not taking advice from a nigga that scam and scheme and plot and lie all day. You know? We're not doing this today, so if you're not talking something sensible, do not comment. Thank you. It's not that important for me to have people view. As you can see, was people coming in and out, but nobody said anything. So don't come on here talking about belly buttons, all that shit, because when y'all start throwing my energy off, yes, balance, but I like to be high vibing, you know. I like to be high vibing. But yeah, for whoever's I guess getting kicked out, we had two different energies. Somebody's getting kicked out and somebody's forcibly removing themselves. Either way, you're moving. You're coming up out of that situation. Yeah, mirroring each other's self-image, relationship, reflect our wounds, introspection. Yeah, you will have insight. You already know. Like I said, most of the time we know what we need to do before we do it. We just procrastinate. We just make excuses on why we shouldn't do something because fear. We was just speaking about fear. People are more resistant to change because of preconceived ideas they had or what people have told them. And when this shit happens, you're gonna realize some shit. You might realize the people that you were getting your advice from were intentionally holding you back because they wanted you to be at their beck and call, or I'm not sure if you take care of people or what, like if you're a caregiver or you the breadwinner or something. But you'll realize, you'll have that revelation like, oh, they wanted you come like at a place. It don't matter if it was hurting you inside and breaking you, and trust, they see it. They just wanted you at their beck and call. They know without you that they will either be forced to dip out. They can't do the shit that they used to, right? You know how it be that one person to hold the family together. When that one family going all, everybody going their separate ways. Because ain't shit holding us together. Ain't no balance. We all the same. We're all very similar. So there's no diversity in this atmosphere. That's just if you attract the same energy you have. I've been down the rabbit hole about vibration, frequency, and yeah, I don't go down the rabbit hole though. I just I stick to what I actually listen to where God and my ancestors lead me, right? I actually listen, and when I say ancestors, that means ancestors could mean your grandma, it could be your grandpa. That's ancestors that are no longer on the physical but on the spiritual. I have black sleep. I explained this in another thing, and I actually see in the spirit realm. I do. Like the other day I shared it was a guy named Jason something. He make videos where he willingly go to cemeteries. I fuck with it, but no, me personally, I'm black. Like I'm not going to no cemetery and playing like come ghosts. Like we don't do shit like that. This shit happens to me unwillingly. I'm sleeping, it don't matter. I could tell like somebody energy when I go to sleep. It don't even really be when I'm up. It be when I'm asleep, like. Yeah. And then when I'm around them, you know how you be around somebody and it is like this unspoken tension or something. That's energy. We are born into energy. So and that's what I'm saying. Anything that you're supposed to know on the spiritual sense, they always try to demonize and get ahead of the people. Before it was like normal. It's been normalized though. If you listen to all them old artists, R&B, reggae. People were woke. It just wasn't like, it was like taboo, something that wasn't talked about, you know? Any bitch that you see as a witch in a movie, I just pointed this out because this is something I noticed. I'm just a smart, observant person. You see the moles I have? I seen women with bigger moles. That make people think, oh, they a fucking witch. They always just, why do they depict people with beauty marks and moles on their face as witches? Why is that? Because those are spiritual gifts. They're not there. I said my beauty marks aren't a coincidence. They're a roadmap. Like I do have the sight to see. I do have the gift to speak. Like these, and my baby has the same one as me on his arm. I always point it out, even though somebody is. I'd be like, so what that means? You got the strength of a lion, right? My baby got the strength of a lion. Okay. Yeah, I mean, shit that be blessings also feel like curses. When it depends what type of energy you're in. You know, when I was around shit I wasn't supposed to be around, people and indulging in things I wasn't supposed to, that should be a curse too. Because now you welcoming, like you do attract what you are. You do. But you also attract, when you vibrating high, you attract shit that's not on your level too. You attract it all. You know, but it's your job to transmute the energy back, send it back. We're born into energy from the time we're born. It cannot be created. Scientific law says, I'm not a Scientologist or whatever, but I paid attention to this in school. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. They never teach you it can be transmuted though. Why do I remember the main thing? It can't be created or destroyed. I learned through life that energy could be transmuted. You know, just through situations like, it's times where I had a customer when I was working at this job and I had went to go, we used to drink on the job. But I'm buying my wine and shit. So, I'm like, after today, like he pissed me off. He cussed me out for no reason for riding a bike on the sidewalk when I was just making a delivery. And I'm like, get the fuck off. I'm like, who the fuck you? Like, it took everything in me not to turn around and, because I know me. And this is before I was a mother. I'm like, who the fuck you talking to? So I just decided to, let me just rob and don't do it. You not trying to get arrested and fuck this white nigga up. whatever the fuck he was. I don't care. Mind you, we in Brooklyn, so I'm just like, I could have. I used to be wild like that. You know how niggas, the YNs run around? But back in the, I didn't give a fuck. So, but that's when I started to grow. And I was at this point in my life where I said, you know what? Let me turn the other cheek. And I was tight on my way back to the base, riding the bike. I was like, because it was like 2 blocks down over there in Bay Ridge. And I told my coworkers too, because I bought wine, one for us to drink at work and one for me to bring home. So I stopped at the wine store. As soon as I got in front of the thing, the wine said boom and shattered everywhere. That was also, he said boom, yup. Boom. And I was like, what the fuck? And I told them what happened, and they still want to have him. I'm like, you know, I said that's an example that I had a epiphany in my mind about energy. So he tried to project an energy onto me or invoke, because the energy already had to be there. This is why we have to, it's a continuous work we have to do on ourselves. He tried to provoke an energy that was already in me. I was born with this energy. You know why? Because my ancestors went through way worse than I did. And I'm going through shit that they didn't think that would even make it to. You know, so this is something we born with, and we have to transmute it. We put it into like that pain that stays with us to the day we die. We have to turn that into art. We have to turn that into music. We have to turn that into more love. The energy don't go nowhere. You just sending out a different way. It's like sending that energy through a filter. Somebody project hate to you. Fuck that. I'm mad. I write a song. I put it back out in the world. It's just a cycle. Now, if you in that low vibration, you're going to attract all things negative. That's how it goes. I get you. Thank you. Yeah, like, you have to transmute it. You have to. My wine broke. And I was like, because I felt it. I felt him trying to project. And I had a little bit of, you know, insight about spirituality. And I'm just like, I almost shed a tear because how hard I was trying not to slap the fuck out this nigga. You know how your eyes water up, but you never cry? My eyes watered up, and I was like, I don't even know how we got here, but my eyes watered up, and I was about to fucking cry. And I was like, as soon as I got back to the job, like, it's like I took a breath and felt better. That